Hi, I'm Carl from the Data Warehouse team, and I'll be giving an overview of the dashboards. There's also videos covering Rio 7.5 and the intranet. So dashboards, right information, right person, right time. Accessing the dashboards is easy. It's through the intranet. The current intranet you'll see here, you just click on the word dashboard and it will take you through. When the new intranet arrives, the access will be identical. You use the word called dashboard. Access is universal and everyone can see the same as everyone else. This is the beginning of a journey for the information team and the trust as a whole. I believe it's the first time we've been able to automate and centralize this type of information. The intention is to provide accurate and relevant information in one place that removes the time wasted looking for reports and finding relevant information. We realize that you can be looking on the B drive, whether it's mapped as a B drive for you, so a shared drive location, it could be within emails, it could be conversation. These reports are only true as at a point in time, so it may be daily, weekly, monthly, or an ad hoc basis, and the information may not be relevant to what you need. So the content within the Business Intelligence portal will evolve over time. We recently added something called clusters. In there, there's a suite of clustering information and reports that support cluster allocations and reviews. We're also intending to replace the corporate dashboard with commissioner KPIs. These will be more of a scorecard basis and will roll up and down based on the commissioner requirements. You will see changes as time goes by, and you will see that we're tweaking in the background at all times. Sometimes you'll see a host of changes come through at once, and sometimes they'll trickle through. At the moment, the risk management and the workforce icons take you through to their system, so they're effectively just hyperlinks. But it is our intention to bring the data into the warehouse and combine with clinical data to give a composite and strong picture of patient care. That's the word I needed. So there's currently 8 options on the dashboards. For this demonstration, we will focus our attentions to ward and team. There's also quick reference guides available, QRGs. These will help support any navigation and operational issues, but it's my experience that if you've managed to work out one, it tends to be true for the rest. You won't be able to break them, so give them a try, click around, nothing will go wrong. So the ward dashboard. Currently, it gives the numbers of patients in beds, their length of stay, delayed transfers of care, care clusters, and diagnosis. It's also our intention to remove any interpretation of data where possible. So, if in the ward dashboard it says that a ward has 10 beds, and in reality it has 12, once we update Rio, 24 hours later, that will cascade through to the ward dashboard report and give us an accurate overview. The numbers are fully interactive. If you click on something, it often takes you down to another level. So what we try and do is create a summary level with more patient-related details underneath. Here, you'll note on the graph, you can click anywhere on that and it will bring through the patients related to the area that you click on. So, time for a demonstration. So the ward dashboard home will always bring you here. Depending on how big your screen is, you'll note that you get a slider at the far right, and this can also be true at the bottom, depending on the screen. So in the ward dashboard, initially it takes you to an overview of the entire trust. It tells you that there's 327 available beds in the system, 310 occupied with percentage occupied, and an average length of stay, which is quite high. Here you'll note the scroll bar again. There's always a grey bar which is next to it, and that hides the parameters. We are working to make sure that these are displayed when you open the page. If you choose the site, and we'll go for St. Chad's unit on this occasion, it will filter the ward list to only those wards available on the St. Chad's unit. Here we'll use Bassett as our example. We click apply, and you'll note that all the graphics re-render and they're specific to Bassett only now. Again, 12 beds, 100% occupancy. They have a length of stay here, some information relating to delayed transfers of care. If we scroll down, we have the cluster allocations, predominantly organic as we'd expect from a IDEM ward. Down here we have ICD-10 diagnosis, patient sections, and section lapses. So if I demonstrate here, if we click on the number 3 for unknown, those are ones that currently do not have an ICD-10 code. It will bring through the 3 associated records, and if we click again on the patient ID, it will take us through to that individual's record on Rio. This can make the update of information particularly quick and easy, and hopefully removes the time taken. So if we go back and we use this top left icon here. This will always take us through to the BI portal homepage. If we look at the team activity, this is slightly different in how it renders, and the ward dashboard is only true as at today, whereas the team activity allows us to look back in time. So here you'll see we've got the 1st of August to the end of August. It always defaults to the current month. Then we have a choice of staff teams. Currently, it defaults to the highest one alphabetically. And if we choose CMHT North Shropshire, for example, and click apply, everything will re-render specifically to CMHT North Shropshire. So here we can see they've had 41 discharges and 50 referrals over that 1st of August to the 31st. Which in reality is only up to the 17th, as we're on the 18th today. But that would indicate a reasonably static caseload, and it's actually gone up by 9 patients over that time period. Over here, we have clinical and non-clinical diary information. Now there are a lot of options, so if you hover over a colour, it should tell you what it's doing. So there, 66.1% of time is spent with face-to-face. Here, we can drill down and actually look at the HCPs associated with that team. And again, it shows us exactly what's going on with their diary. It's important to note this is percentage of time, not volume of time. So if over the reporting period there's only been one face-to-face contact entered into the Rio diary, you will get a solid bar showing one face-to-face contact. Here's a good example. One solid bar with a face-to-face contact. From a navigation point of view, it's worth noting that this button here will step you up a level. If you use the Internet Explorer back button, it will take you to the BI portal homepage. This little navigation here takes us up a level, it keeps our parameters, and takes us right back to the team activity. Another example here is the unoutcomed appointments. So as we'd expect, the numbers are going up as the year goes by. So in August we have 29 for this particular team, which is completely reasonable. Takes us through to those 29 appointments that haven't been outcomed, and again, if we click on the patient ID, it will take us through to their record within Rio. So that's a very quick overview of the performance dashboards. Please relate to the QRGs for any questions or help, and we're always open to take any calls or emails that you might have in relation to this. And do remember, they will evolve over time, and we need to make them as useful we can for as wide an audience as possible.